I mean, the shortstop just never had 6-3 on your scorecard.
So 2 out. Heroics on opening day at Citi Field.
Oh, excuse me.
You okay?
Knee sprain, I get it.
You get what?
Respiratory. Hey, Greg, I'm out.
What would 1-2 coming, and it hits Alonso.
Back on point here. The Blue Jays Central Field. Go ahead, guys. Thank you. And that was with Cleveland.
I think they're checking to see if Alonso was hit or not.
7 in this series. And he fouls back a first pitch fastball.
I do have that 2:39 a.m. in the morning ping on my text. That was
not contagious.
I would love to say I am not, but
Nimmo pops it up and Bichette reels it in, and Ronnie and I are going to get our games against the team with whom he came to the big leagues.
He's been having difficult weather, extremely cold weather. It's advantage pitcher when it's cold. But Ronnie, do you agree?
Their top 3 in the order are guys that they expect to do big start. Tap to the left side, ranging wide is Ventos, and makes the
strike zone. Peterson has really come into his own after that surgery.
Well, he was extraordinary last year once he came back in June. Alejandro Kirk takes a fastball game of the Brewers series, and they got the win in the deciding game against the Phils.
Living up to a #1 pick for the Mets.
Kirk is 0 for 8 in this series. Well, we talked about it, but it seems as though the light has gone on.
We're upstairs.
I mean, all but one of those pitches was a ball that turned into a strikeout.
2-1, 3-1.
Hit the other way, and a base hit for Kirk, his first hit in the series. So Alejandro Kirk becomes the first Toronto.
And he got ahead in the count, and he swung at 2 bad pitches. He swung on a bad slider.
So with the bases loaded, there's Ernie Clement, the third baseman, and he takes a changeup to set. On the balls and strikes today.
He's the modern version of Frank Pulley.
Yeah, except Frank. Peterson behind on Clement, 3-0. And he misses with it. That'll bring up Davis Schneider. Schneider hit a home run in his first big league at bat over the Green Monster at Fenway.
Wow.
Prove-it year for Schneider. Changeup misses down. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Very interesting stand.
Peterson sticking. Well, yeah, but you know, Cal Jr. played for Cal's batter. 2-2 to Schneider. He tops that one foul. So David in the facility where he does some VUK on it. It had belonged to the longtime Phillies coach John to his manager. 3-2 coming. Lifted foul off the right out of play.
He didn't belong anywhere.
Draft pick, a kid from Jersey, South Jersey, and 0 for 8 so far. And that slider in for a call, strike 3. So 2 out and he played 3 for 7 to start the season. And that slider bends in second. Clement at first with 2 down. And Heineman takes a strike, 2-1. Former Dodger and Marlin manager. Pulled down to third, and Vientos handles it, bobbles it, picks it up, gets the 4th. Another Dodger pitcher hurt. The Braves and Marlins, by the way, race.
I'll tell you that.
Well, Mother Nature apparently has intervened.
Well, how about the Braves? My goodness, you see a horrendous start.
Jesse Winker had a huge night last night with a double and 2 triples, and reaching the fact that he had 2 triples in the postseason last year. I laid on more wheels than he gets credit for. Gets jammed here and pops one up in front of home plate. Guerrero coming in to call and gets there in time to grab it.
And he's coming in full. I'll get out of the way. You got it. You want it. Donnie baseball.
Here's Mark Ventos. Snapped an 0 for 17 stretch with a base hit last night, but 3 for 31 overall. And Francis didn't get a call on a pitch that looked like it was.
Don't shake your head, Doug. It was a strike.
Is Doug Innings trying to work against?
Ooh, a double shake off.
And Ventos hooks the curve into left field for a base hit.
And you come to the ballpark, and Mark has been struggling. He's been showing his frustration, and bat at bat. Here I go again.
So here's Brett Beatty, 1 for 4. This has already given up more hits in this game than he did the entire outing the last time in August. And from that point on, he had 4.
He pitched
really well. Got a chance to start for the first time last year. And there's a throw in the deal where Toronto acquired him for, and he's turned out to be a gem. Doesn't throw hard, but he's got a clue.
Wonder if it helped hitters.
And he comes inside to get Beatty for the second.
That's where they wanted it.
And he takes a fastball for a strike.
Also, there's some that have a 2-strike approach, but more do not.
It's more of a mental challenge.
He had a couple of pitches last night. You're really supposed to be thinking about is that
Siri is just 1 for 14 to start the season, but drew a couple of walks last night. And he goes down swinging. Third inning. Miles Straw leads off for the Blue Jays. He's the last straw.
You'll always be leery of a push bunt by Straw because of his speed.
Oh, nice.
He shoots one foul just outside the line, 1-2. Love in Cleveland just hasn't hit enough to play every day. And yesterday they said back spasms. Off the foot of Peterson and into no man's land, and Straw has himself a base hit. Came right off reach. Infield hit for Straw. Peterson and Straw can confront one another. Peterson in his excellent pickoff move. Straw with his speed at first. Bo Bichette the batter. And
the old timers up there are getting a little faded. They need to be repainted. I wouldn't.
Fly ball out to right, should be easy for Soto. And he put that might boost you a little bit.
No, everybody up there deserves to have him held out. He's looking strong.
Always.
Maybe it's the it's being around the corner.
Yeah.
Rounded out to second base his first time up. Tops one foul on the changeup.
Field for a base hit, which I thought was really terrific at bat.
Guerrero slugs one to deep left center, but Siri goes back in the gap. Nothing's going to fly. Ball has been flying in baseball.
I had to get a calculator.
2 + 2. I mean, it's kids' opening day. Here for Anthony Santander. There are only 3 other switch hitters in the, and Lance Berkman.
Puma.
Is he a Hall of Fame? Santander parlayed that into a 5-year 35 with 1 RBI to start the year. Peterson moves him off the plate, 2-1.
And change up. Literally, he's missing by 6 inches.
Chases Straw rear. He is a weapon with that snap throw, and all the base runners are aware of it. And they were into it.
It's become a destination, Queens.
And Peterson, as Ronnie mentioned, struggling.
You know, when I struggled, if I was missing that much, I would move away from that side.
Where did you pitch on the rubber normally?
Or
Towards
third base.
Towards third base. Yeah.
So Peterson issues his second walk, and now there are 2 aboard for him. Grounded out to third base his first time up. And it takes a slider for a strike, 0-1. And he's quickly ahead on Jimenez to stack right-handers against him. It's a little different when the Mets have Sean Manaea.
Manaea had
a swing and a miss. He tied him up with a sinker inside, and Peterson gets himself out of trouble with his saving stones. With Armor Tech, your outdoor dreams come true. By Coors Light, choose chill. And by Harris, Keenan, and Gold Farm, if you Francis in a scoreless game. Sanger started last night, went 0 for 2. And he takes fastball up and in for ball 1. Last week in Miami.
A shocking resemblance.
It's kid's opening day. The kid
would be Giacometti's.
You know, Steve Cohen is partial to his Giacometti's.
Yes, he is.
He has a strike 3-1 to Sanger. With 2 hits. Francis making his second start, beat the Nats his first time out with 6
energy, just a fluid motion.
So controlled.
3-2 coming. And he missed inside both Door and Soto. That's his first walk of the day. He's also hit a batter.
That's great.
Oh, nice hook.
I like how they come up. 3 for 6 now in this series. After a rough beginning to the year.
12 paces.
That's pulled, just foul. And Francis goes to that splitter to strike out Lindor.
Nice pitch.
That's his third strike.
0 times. It was on the last day of extended spring that the international scouting director came up to him and said, hey, you're a great hitter, but if you that he actually walked. But from then on out, everything that Soto did was to make sure that he knew the strike zone.
Years later, he was in the big league.
That's correct.
And pops this one up.
You're starting out. For him to learn it as a teenager, almost an adult.
Yeah.
It's accurate. He said he may have overstated free swinger. He was a free swinger in the zone, but he always had to be swinging at. He should be driving, and that's what he did. So
in that those minor league classifications he was in.
And he takes a walk here. So
Soto is when he was sent to Double-A. He had the. And he wasn't.
Yeah, and he told his teammates, hitting's easy. Singer at second, Soto at first. Not a lot of speed out there. And a first pitch splitter drops in. He gets out of the way of that one.
He's pitching inside.
He hits it hard, past the diving Bichette into left center. Singer being waved around third. He'll score the first run of the game. Soto goes to.
Well, curveball. Pete staying in.
He was a bullet.
Yeah, I just hit it too hard.
Plays in front of Soto. He knows that he doesn't need a bad omen.
Now here's Nimmo. And he socks one out to left field. Over toward the line comes Schneider, tagging third Soto. He'll trot down the line to. So the Mets cash in both the walks here in the third inning. And they've got themselves. Now 2 out and a runner at first, and Jesse Winker comes up. Winker popped up his first time up. And he takes curveball. And according to the stat that I saw, the old
For the Bahamas or something like that. One of the islands.
His wife's name was Mrs. Christopher.
No, you're thinking of Choo Choo Cole. The early day Mets went on Kiner's corner, and Ralph Kiner said he was having trouble getting any Coleman, and she likes me. Bub. 2-0 Mets after 3.